Hello, 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 dreamers. Perla here. As always, thank you for all your love and support. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing to the channel. And if you haven't done so, go ahead and do so. We would love to have you. So we have, oh, excuse me, guys, Leo, Virgo, Cusp. Um, Vulnerability or being vulnerable, something being exposed or needing to expose something is the main energy here. Your reading is being guided or guarded or filtered into like a love reading, to be honest with you. And there is a sense here of like needing to let your guard down for those of you that are in a relationship that feels safe, that feels, it feels different because it feels safe. It feels different because your nervous system is not in a fight or flight type of energy. It feels safe because it is unchattered territory. Is that how you say it? Unchattered territory. I'm gonna get stuck on that one, aren't I? Um, for you guys, and it's like you're either dealing, whoever it is that you're dealing with, whether it's a man or a woman, that shows up in a very caring way, but in a very present and loving way. Um, this person is not playing any games. This person does exactly, they follow through with whatever it is that they're saying. Um, they may have called you out when you were trying to play a little bit of game or when you were trying to test them in some way, shape, or form. And you're starting to realize that this connection does not require test. It does not require games because it is different than what you are used to. And I think that it is okay for you to let your guard down. It is okay for you to invest in this connection, and it is okay for you to address the things that are triggering you or the reason, because I feel that there is a part of you here that is looking for an excuse for this not to work. You're looking for an excuse for this person to fail, whatever it is that you think that they're going to fail. And spirit is like, hey, that's not what this person is here for. This person is here to show you the other side of what you have already experienced. So you have been in connections and relationships in the past with people that come to try and manipulate you, control you, people that are gaslighting you, people that show very little effort, right? Where you always had to give more than what you received. You were in connections and relationships that were not reciprocated. And spirit is putting someone in your life at this moment to show you the opposite of that. The question here is, are you going to jeopardize this by the uncomfortableness that you're feeling and the unknown energy? Because again, the security that this person brings to this connection causes something in you to be triggered where you may be thinking like, oh, this is too good to be true. And you're questioning it. And spirit is like, can we stop that? Can we surrender into the space? Can we learn to be vulnerable within connections? Can we stop having our guard up, thinking that everyone and everything is coming to attack us? My love, you are no longer in that space. You're no longer there. And I feel like your mind has to land to where it is that your spirit is, to where it is that your emotions and everything else is, because it's all here. It's all here. Your thoughts, your thoughts. You keep on allowing these intrusive thoughts to come through. Mastery over yourself is what you should be focusing on during this time. All right, let's go ahead and let's pull out an oracle card for your closing message, Leo, Virgo, Cusp. What is the closing message? All right. Why do we have two cards? We have boundaries. Where is it that you need to establish better boundaries and share your voice? Come out of the cave, persecution and expression. So there is a sense here, like again, you're needing to set boundaries within yourself with these intrusive thoughts. Just because a thought is coming through, it doesn't necessarily mean that you are in danger. What I'm seeing here is somebody is on alert over past experiences, over past relationships, and you are actively looking for this person to fail. You are actively looking for this person to hurt you or for this person to lie or something of that matter. So you could be like, oh, you see, I knew this wasn't different. I knew that this was a lie. And spirit is like, I need you to take yourself out of that loop. It's like physically and spiritually, you have taken yourself out of a loop, out of a cycle, but mentally you're still there. And unless you want to jeopardize this, unless you want to go back to old patterns and old cycles, I would advise you to kind of wake up to what is really happening here. There's nothing here other than you looking for something not to work. And it's just because of old patterns and old relationships that during this connection, during this relationship, that is what is trying to be healed. But in order for it to be healed, you're going to have to consciously choose to be vulnerable, to consciously choose to open up to this connection. Well, that is all I have. Sending every single one of you love, strength, and blessing, guys. Take care. Love you all. Bye bye.